on behalf of myself and the supporters, and a very brilliant season. Well done, guys, well done.
Well said.
First of all, it's a bit of fun. I ask the supporters every year to vote for their favourite and least favourite game. Just a bit of fun. Favourite game, third place is Met Police away, annihilation. Second place was Arnold away, and that was a great day. And first place, the favourite game was Stourport at home. Another good day. Worst game, there's about 6 games here, and funny enough, we only lost about that anyway. So third place was Barking away, second place is Abingdon away, and worst game, funny enough, was Taunton away. So we'll quickly go on from there. I also asked the supporters to vote for their best game, best goal. Now, in previous years, it's just been a straightforward trophy. Unfortunately, in November of last year, a good friend of ours and a very loyal supporter, Nick Barnes, passed away. It was a bit of a shock to us all, and we wasn't quite sure what we should do to sort of commemorate his name. I spoke to his parents, and they were happy to sort of name the trophy after him, and they were very pleased that. Very pleased that he was remembered. He was a very good friend to a lot of us, and a very loyal fan as well. He was the one that went on the internet at the start of the season and said it was our year, and everyone scoffed at him, but I like to think he's up there, or down there, looking at us now, and has enjoyed the season immensely. There was about 12 goals voted for. Noel will be pleased that one of the votes went to him and his goal. Duran's goal Hemel was voted for, and also the Hemel Hempstead's own goal at home was voted for, but the rest, well, it was a bit of a monopoly between Conrad and Nigel. Cheers, Nigel. In third place was Conrad's goal at home to Wivenhoe on Thursday. In second place was Nigel's goal, his hat-trick at Wembley, his third goal. Well done, Nigel. Voted goal of the season and the Nick Barnes Memorial Trophy was his second of 3 at home to Stourport was Nigel Webb.
Turn round.
Excuse me, it's Oscars. Photographers, paparazzi.
Nigel. I had a photograph taken because Nick's mum and dad were really chuffed that we did this award, and I said I'd take a photograph and send it to them. And hopefully that will make a lot of difference to their lives, because obviously they're missing their son. So now to the main event, Player of the Year. There's about 12 players voted for. It's quite an even vote up until about the last 3 games, where typical Tooting fans all decided to give their forms in about the last minute. So it did make a lot of difference. So. In third place was Luke Ferguson. Second place is Alex O'Brien. And in first place was Nigel Webb.
Another round of applause to take the seat. Thank you. Give him a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I go into the trophy itself, I'll make a few thanks to people who helped me during the course of the year. First of all, to Carol and Jan for their help on the bar and the food preparation. John for the numerous kitchen inspections he arranged and supervised. To Steve Taylor for attending virtually all the youth games and the extensive coverage he gave on the website. The only policy has ever was taken up with the FA Youth Cup, and after excellent victories against Welling United and Tame United, we eventually went down to a single goal defeat at Chipstead. While in the league, we've held a strong second place throughout the season. As ever, several players have played for reserves with distinction. They include Dean Eastwood, Theo Williams, Glenn Nichols, and Lee Beauchet. But it was the winger with his sparkling play and striking goals who this year was the winner. So the winner of the Laurie Howler Cup for the UTM Player of the Year is James Mordy.
Is it on?
Can you face the cameras, please?
Not going round there.
Someone take their pictures, they're smiling.
Yes, it is. It's no good sweeping round because it's...
Oh, it's right, it's moving.
Yeah.
Well done. Give him a round of applause as he takes the seat. Thank you, Roy. He has written something that he wishes to say to you, and I wish you to be very patient. Thank you. And quiet.
Could you come forward?
Right, it's the first time I've
Can't
done this,
see him.
so I'm on the wrong nervous side, so I'll just bear with me.
Come forward.
Right, is that better?
Yeah,
See
great.
you now.
Right, it's the first time I've done this, so I'm a bit on the nervous side, so you have to bear with me. All this year has come down every games, Cole says. I'd like to thank everybody that's helped out during the season. And on the Stewards Player of the Year, there is a bit of a curse attached to this because whoever gets a trophy always seems to leave the club. but I'm hoping he won't last this time because the winner is Nigel Webb.
Bit more, please. They do your work. Well done. Thank you, Richard. You've done really well there, darling. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Charisma himself. I've actually got, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to give out. So beer for an hour. Yeah, well, better than you anyway. Yeah. The longer we've had this year. I'm not going to go through a list of people to thank because it's far too long, and I would be here for 3 hours. I'll leave that maybe to our chairman and embarrass him because he can do some thanking for me. And I know he's going to thank some of the more relevant people that are outside the players, if you like. People with the backroom staff and people that have backed us up, like the physio and stuff. So I'll leave that to him. I'll stick to the players. And we've got a Clubman of the Year, we've got a Players Player of the Year, my Player of the Year, and a couple of other awards which I'll go through, maybe in reverse order of importance to me. I don't mean it in a horrible way, but just little ones outwards. First of all, we don't know how many medals we're going to get for the first team players, and certainly there's been a couple of lads who've had to come in the last few games just to help us out. Stepped up from the reserves, and they've done a bloody brilliant job for us. I know what happens to the two of them definitely are here, and we've had medals made for them, especially with Tooting Mitcham on. So, can Jodie Long and Danny Courtney? Hazel, you need to come up here, mate, because I ain't done this on my own. Come up here. Come here. No, brilliant. Apart from the second goal today, Jodie, you've been brilliant, so. Hayes, get up here. Put your glass down and get up here. Tough. Ian Hazel up here, limping with his bag leg.
Who's on the other side? Who's on the other side? Can't see anything.
No,
Yeah, but he's on the other side.
before I do carry on, it was said, and I won't go into details and start having a jibe at people that didn't want me here this year. But one of the things that has been said to me in recent weeks was that there's no way I could have done what I've done this year without Ian Hazel. And it's the only statement I agree with, and it's a fact. No, he's not.
Cheers, Bill, yeah. Is that your cab, Bill?
Very, very simple awards here. He's going to get one of these from the Ryman League anyway, but we decided to give one from the club for 50 goals at the end of the day, mate. So as much as I don't want him up here again because his head's getting too big to fit in here now, a couple of golden boots we've got to give out, and one is for Nigel Webb. And the other one, and I don't mind eating a little bit of humble pie here because we didn't really believe he'd crack it this year, and I'm not the only one. There's a big fella standing at the back there with a pint near his lips. He said, "Do you reckon he'll last another season?" And he's trying to make out it's not him, look. But he stuck with us, and we are really, really pleased he did because he's proved to be one of the, I don't know, one of the fittest players. 30s, yeah. You won't mind me saying it. 37 years of age. Conrad Kane. He deserves it. Been picked in the post, by the way, before the other awards, we had to give him something. Okay, we're going on to a special award that I decided again. Maybe some of you do know, but this lad did win awards from the Ryman League and he still hasn't got them. So we decided to have a special trophy made because he's conceded, I don't know about the last couple of games where we've exalted it, the least goals in the division. And he did win the Umbro Safe Hands Award. So, Tony Webb. Only 3 to go and I'll get out of your way. The next one is the Clubman Award, and it's kind of, we talked about this one a while, but it really is, it's gone to a player that's showed a little bit of versatility for us, especially in, again, in recent games. A role model, I don't think he got any bookings, I don't think he even ever retaliates to players, not that I've seen. A fantastic role model for the side, and one of the best songs on the terraces, I think, in recent weeks is Mickey Roots. Thanks, Steve, you get another one. I'm going to leave the players' player to last because I think that, you know, to be honoured by your fellow players is the most prestigious. But I don't think me and Ian disagreed on a manager's player. I don't think so. But Manager's Player of the Year, get out of it. Manager's Player of the Year had to go to somebody that really represents us on the pitch. And a couple of people have written me letters this year and said, what the hell would we have done without our own Captain Marvel, Mr. Alex O'Brien. Okay, last but not least, the Players' Player of the Year, and I'll kind of do this like the Oscars, if you like. There was 4 nominees. In 4th place, it was Nigel Webb. In 3rd place, it was Luke Ferguson. In 2nd place, it was Alex O'Brien. And by a very, very narrow vote, but thoroughly, thoroughly deserved, and I'm pleased to say we've just got him on contract, Mr. Steve Lawson. Last thing I'm going to say on behalf of me and the guy that don't want to speak, in particular I'd like to thank the chairman and the secretary Les Roberts and those members of the committee who did want us to stay, and I think you owe them a vote of thanks as well for keeping us here for this year. Thanks very much.
Hey, come on, you got to say something. Man, a few words, come on. Give him a round.
Right, before I go to the awards, I just want to extend my congratulations just briefly on behalf of the reserve team to what the first team have achieved this season. Not only that, but the way that they've welcomed my lads in to the side when they've been called upon, and also their attitude to coming and playing for me for whatever reason, whether it be through suspensions or through droppings or through injuries, etc. They've been different class when they've been involved with me. Just add a couple of other thank yous. First and foremost, obviously, to the Gapper himself, Keith Boanas, for offering me the chance to be involved in what we've achieved this year. Compared to the club that I was at last year, no names mentioned, this is a different world altogether. Not just player-wise, but committee-wise and supporters-wise, it's different class. To Alan Simpson and Jim Silvey, the two Mr. Efficients have been different class, whether it be down to finances or just organising everything, they've been brilliant. Charlie Smith, Kit Wise, been different class. Appreciated everything you've done, Charlie, been brilliant. Bend over backwards for me, mate. You know what I mean? To Roy Sisley for taking charge of the reins when Keith Kelly's been away. Paul White for basically doing my job for me all season. And producing a different class youth side that have come through, and I mean, he's made men of them, they've been brilliant. They've adapted so well. The two big ones obviously go to Keith Kelly, who's, I mean, he's spoon-fed me all season. 1,000 phone calls a day, running around doing team sheets, calling off games when they didn't need to be called off. No, Keith, you've been brilliant, mate. Really appreciate what you do. And the second of the two main thank yous goes to my dad, who's given up hours and hours this season to come and do our physio work. He's been there on match days. He's given players rehab programs, and he's been different class, and he saved us a lot. just briefly, well done to all the lads that have come in from the youth side and got involved in the reserve setup. I mean, you can never 100% make them adjust to coming into the reserve team, but they've done it themselves. They've come in and they've made men of themselves. Not only that, but from my lads that have gone in from the reserves and done a great job in the first team. People like Justin Giorgio and Danny Cormack, Jody Long. The first one, I think, is the players' player. Is that right? Well, I don't know. I wasn't told anything.
Shall I read the crib?
That's mine. That's mine, right. Right, the players' player. Gives me a lot of pleasure to give this trophy out for a few reasons. First of all, he's a lad that I brought into the club. Secondly, he's a local lad. Thirdly, it's this stage last season he'd never even been involved with reserve level of football in the Suburban League. And to top off a massive week for him scoring in the first team during the week, this award goes to Danny Cormack.
Oh, I've always wanted to give kids me. I'm going to give it to Alan's arguing, haven't we?
Okay, this one, the Jimmy Jones Trophy. This one's called the Jimmy Jones Trophy, and
The old ones will know who Jimmy Jones was.
And apparently this is a Player of the Year vote on behalf of the Tooting Mitcham Utd committee.
Thank
and,
you. Another clap.
Danny, you've done it already, son. Up you come.
Oh, okay.
Danny Cormack. Just one more trophy. This isn't actually a Player of the Year as such. This is more a Team Man of the Year or Team Clubman of the Year. The lad that this goes to is his attitude has been 100% different class, and it's just a shame with the way the first team have performed this year that we couldn't have got him involved at all. His punctuality, everything, always on time, always smart, never lets you down. This one goes to Robbie O'Connor.
Big thank you to Mark Hands. Bigger round of applause, please, Mr. John Buffoni.
Before I start, once I put on the glasses, that means I'm going to talk for quite a while, right? Which is bad news to the rest of you. From the art, let's put it straight. This club's been on its back heel for the last 5, 8, 10 years. Today, we're going to enjoy its success has been achieved by our players, our manager and our backroom staff. Now the committee, firstly, want to bring to your attention, even if you don't know, that we got a cup semi-final on Wednesday, and I'm going to bring to your attention on Friday, we have the annual Jane Bullock Memorial Game, which, when we move, is a set precedent for this club. You've got 2 pages of this. First of all, whenever the presentations have gone ahead, it's always been mainly the players or this, that and the other. But this year, we've had a total support from every single source. First of all, I'm going to thank Carol and the bar staff for their efforts throughout the year. Secondly, I'd like to say some people are quiet in life, some people are noisy. But Fred and Chris, who run the raffle, have done a real I'd like to stand up and show you appreciation for the efforts. Well, I'll get back to tonight. It's some other people that's helped. Where we've been short with the turnstile, Emil, Ian Bullock stepped in. What I'm really pleased about is that when we were looking for players, those players that have already been honoured tonight, like Jody, Justin and Danny, have come in and not been out of place. That is the difference. Right? Now, even though I'm making a speech, now I'm going to ask someone to come up and take the Players Award, give the Players Award. He gets vastly abused in his club. He gets vastly abused when he's driving the coach. And I want the president of the club to come up and present, hang on, the trophy to the committee player of the year, which is Steve Lawson. I think it's an important milestone in this club. And if we have a bit of quiet at the bar, maybe we can all hear. Right? Let's have a bit of quiet. It's a milestone in this club. It took me a long time to write this out. You know? Right? The committee have decided to make special awards for people who have helped outside the ambit of the playing, this, that and the other. Right? So the backroom staff, I'm just going to name. And that's Ian Hazel, and that's Peter Smith, goalkeeper's coach, Dennis, physio, and Charlie. And I'd like to come up here because the committee have all want you to share.
happening then. Come on, keep it up. And Charlie.
Now in this club, there are people who do their business quietly, and I'll say, much maligned, and every single component of this club, we want to be try to treat equally. And I'm making a special award on behalf of the committee to the marshals of this club, and they can keep that trophy and share it around wherever they want to share it. But we want to show our appreciation of people who put a lot of work in for nothing, I might add, before anybody makes all the criticism or anything like that. So, Richard, if you'd like to come up now, represent. It's already been mentioned here tonight. The fantastic support this club takes away, keeps at home, and unfortunately today we had a slight blip in that, and I'll guarantee you that's never going to happen today with what happened down at Wigan. Now I'm only allowed through outside etiquette to deal with the official supporters club, but the committee want to honour all supporters. And there is, I've had enough of this. Are you going to quiet or not? Quiet! They're going to support, you got me out now. They're going to honour the supporters. So we've had a cup to all supporters of Tooting, which I will hand over to Peter Woodhouse, representing the official supporters club. But this goes to all supporters of Tooting. Now this next award is really, really earned. We're making a award to someone who's promoted the club beyond the realms that this close group of us are. Every time I go away to another club, members of that club remark on our website. Special thank you now to Steve Taylor, who runs the website, gets all the information. I look at the website, and I'm sure Steve will bear me out is if there's any argument where it's unofficial or official, he gets all the information possible off of me that I think is in the club's interest. So I'll ask you to put your hands together for a real special man, Steve Taylor. Maybe 99% of the group here tonight don't know why I'm going to give it, but the people concerned do. Now all those players who go out there playing football and score goals, they're only half the reason why they win. At the end of the day, there's a backroom staff here, and they got this plan that when you're in the shit, we come into operation, Plan B. So I'll ask Ollie to come up here now, because there's a cut for all those people, including Carol. But when you're in bad trouble, we're sitting there psychically thinking in our minds that you're going to win. So there's a cut for Ollie for Plan B and Carol. Come to the last main event, and I'm going to twin players as they come up. Now first we're going to give a special cup obviously to each single player. Now I'll make a little comment on each one, right? So it'll be Tony Webb and Jim Owen first. Now it's cost Alan a lot of money because he sponsors the clean sheet. Now, I don't want your players to come up now. Now, he's got upset today, Alan, because he's not in charge of this, who's going to do what. So I'm going to ask a man who's a good vice chairman to me to come up and make the presentation to the players. Alan Simpson. Right, first two players are Jim Owen and Jim Webb. Jim Webb. Tony Owen and Jim Owen. Now, all I can say about Jim is that he's definitely a corner wizard. He's got one goal straight from a corner, but he's got a few more, but at the end of the day he's practising what he's doing. So I'd like to call up Tony Webb and Jim Owen, please. Now the next two players, and I know their families won't like this, but I'll have to bring it to their attention, the mothers and fathers of these two next players, who are Mummy's Little Soldiers, come through the youth team, Steve Symes and Luke Boanas. One player has made players round him play better, which is Steve Lawson. The other player is Neil Hams, who unfortunately had a penis operation, but at the end of the day he was part of everything. His family are now part of this club, so I'd like to see Steve Lawson and Neil Hams up here. I think we'll call them two the prodigal sons of the club. Went away and come back as Mickey Roos and Neil Franklin. Yeah. His name's Noel. Right, the next two players, we have a bit of quiet please. The next two players, one, I think we spent most of our time sending out a search parties when he went missing, which is Roy Jello. Second player is, I ain't got a lot to say to him except for saying this, Conrad would always be Conrad. You just seen a freak of nature. Alan and Conrad were born in the same year.
But I keep myself fit.
Right, the next two players are young players, and I have to say both exceptional talents. Gerard is a good one. The other player is Mark McGibbon, and he's a good player. If they buzz me any more on their scooters when I'm coming down here, they will not play again. Our last two players, first player's got an handicap. His dad drinks orange juice when we're in the bar. So it's Michael Brady, and secondly, Nigel Webb. I've asked Nigel to stay here. I've asked Nigel to stay here because he's earned his money this year, even if sometimes I've lost my temper with him on the sidelines, but at the end of the day, let's put it this way. The club record's been broken, goal scoring record. It's got 50 goals. And it's a special presentation, and it's different to every other cup that's here, right? We want to present him the goal scoring record of Tooting Mitcham, Nigel Webb. Now, I've just been reminded there's still one to go. Now, I don't want to make you more important than anybody else. But we've got a captain now who leads off and on the pitch, sadly lacking in Tooting's parts. Now this one I really want you to appreciate. Alex O'Brien, captain of Tooting. Because of what's happened in the last couple of games, I've thrown my speech into disarray here. I had unbeaten at home, but we forget about that. Best goal difference in the league, best defensive record in the league, the longest unbeaten run in our history. The club's goal scoring record has been beaten. You see, we've equalled the previous run in a national football competition. Surprise, surprise, we're the first time this club's ever been promoted and we're league champions. There's someone sitting there saying, hang on, everybody else has got a cup. How comes I ain't got a cup? So I'm going to ask you one simple question. You put your hands together to the manager of this club. I've stood up here and I've broke the record for my speech, which normally lasts 30 seconds and made 800 mistakes in it. But at the end of the day, I think it's upon Keith now to say a few words, because I'm telling you now, you might think you've done it once, but you've got to do it next year.
I did try not to prolong the speech earlier, but it ain't often I'm lost for words, but I am now. And just again, I just want to reiterate. I said it to the players the other day. I believe that players make managers, and there's no question that the group of players that we've had this year. I didn't get a chance earlier because I wanted John to do it, but again, Mark thanked me for bringing him into the club, and the rest of the family, including Neil obviously and John. Mark actually passed his coaching qualifications with me a couple of years ago, and I saw potential in him as a future manager, and he's proved me 100% right. He's done a brilliant job with the reserves under the circumstances. One more thing needs pointing out, I think Paul White, if you don't know that Paul White, with the help of Pete Smith and a few other lads, we've started up this youth coaching programme over at Morden, and we saw a load of the kids there today supporting us at Wivenhoe. And again, Paul White's enthusiasm in promoting our youth policy is unquestionable and deserves rich reward. Sorry, Bill. As far as next season's concerned, if you want a team that can achieve that, again, they're sitting here tonight.
Round of applause, please. On your feet. On your feet. Give me one round of applause. Thank you. Get on your feet and round this team up. Have you all enjoyed your football this year? Have you all enjoyed spend your money over the bar, we need it. We're going to do the raffle in about 20 minutes. We're going to now put on some music. I want to see you all dancing. If it's all right with the players, I've told anybody who wants their photo taken with you with the cup, you're in the middle. Is that okay? Yeah. You've got 5 minutes to have your photos taken with the players. All the young girls, get your arms up there.
Yeah. You okay? This is it.
Thank you all very